first impressions. I probably at the moment have like 4 batches of full face of first impressions. Like I have enough products to make 4 full face of first impressions, which is a little crazy to be honest with you guys. But nonetheless, I love doing full face of first impressions for you guys because it's like a haul but with mini reviews for you guys as well. Because my full face of first impressions are famous for being long, I would urge you guys to grab something to eat or drink and then sit down. I'm going to start off by using the Natio Ageless Illuminating Primer. So this is still sealed. I received this about I think day before, and I'm going to use this today. So I'm just going to like rub it in between my fingers first and then apply it on my face. It's quite thin and it gets absorbed into the skin really quickly. I like the consistency. It also makes my skin look plump and gives a sort of a nice glow. As you can see, it is an illuminating primer, so it is supposed to do that. But I like the consistency as well as the texture. It also makes my skin feel a little sticky, which I think is a good thing for a makeup primer. So it will make sure my makeup adheres a little better on my skin. Today I'm going to be trying out my Benefit How to Look the Best at Everything kit. This is in the shade medium. I am in the shade medium, and it has the Professional primer, it has the Hello Flawless Oxigen foundation, it has Boing concealer as well as a powder. Because I already have a primer on, I'm not going to try out the primer. I'm going to use the Boing concealers to color correct my under eyes because I have like really bad dark circles, and I'm going to use this shade right here to do so. I'm just going to pick it up on my finger. I've heard amazing things about the Boing concealer. Hopefully it works for me as well. So I am just applying this all over my under eyes. I have to say, this is by far the best color correcting concealer I've ever used. Like, look at how flawless my eye area looks. I already love it. Like, it covers up everything. I have a lot of veins on my eyelid area and it covers them up so beautifully. This is the shade 03 if anyone's interested in knowing. So yeah, and it doesn't look unnatural as well. The concealer is beautiful in texture. So I'm also going to apply it around my mouth area because I have a little bit of discoloration there as well, just to make sure, you know, discoloration is at bay. And a little bit on top of my acne scars, which are still fading but still there. Once I have that on, I'm going to take my YBP Makeup Perfector. This is the first time I'm trying this out, and I've like dampened it and it has expanded so much. It's big and squishy and I love that fact. And I'm just going to dab on my concealer to make sure it is blended out. It's not like patchy or anything, which it obviously doesn't still look like. I feel I don't even need a foundation any longer. I can go out like this. Like, do you feel I don't need a foundation now? Because I really feel so. I feel like I can do without a foundation as well. Alright, so for my foundation, I'm going to use the Hello Flawless Oxygen Wow Foundation. This is in the shade Honey. And as you can see, it's a pretty cute size. So I'm just going to take a bit of that on the back of my hand, just a bit. Again, this is quite runny. I am just going to then dot it on my face as well as the neck area. And then I'm just going to start blending this out with the same Perfector, Makeup Perfector by YBP Cosmetics. This is such a light foundation and I love how the sponge is blending it into my skin. I really like the sponge. It is just so good. Now I'm going to highlight my face before setting it down, and for highlighting I'm going to use the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. Although my eyes don't look that bad, they're already covered and everything, I want to highlight them a bit, and this is in the shade Medium Neutral. So I'm just going to highlight a little bit today. I don't want to go over with the highlighting. I know that doesn't sound like me, but that's my mood for today, you can say. I'm just going to take the doe foot applicator for the first time and I'm going to go under my eyes. I love the texture of this concealer. It is actually pretty weightless, and I love how the shade is not extremely highlighting for me. I can like pretty much use it normally as well once I'm not as tanned as I am currently. So I'm just going to take that sponge and from the tip side of it I am going to blend this out. You see how beautifully it blended out real time. Next up, I'm going to powder my face using the powder that comes in the kit. It seems a little dark for me, but I think, use it on my skin. And this is in the shade I'm Cute as a Bunny Honey. And I'm going to use a buffing brush like this. I'm going to buff this powder into my skin. The powder is buttery soft, buttery soft. I'm not even kidding, it is buttery soft. And you see how it instantly mattifies everything down and sets it into place. I'm sure I'm going to be using it so much. And once I'm done with powdering, I'm going to go back in with my sponge and just, pat it all over my face to make sure I don't have any powdery residue. I love how big and squishy this is. Like, look at that squishiness. It's a fun thing to play with as well. For bronzing of my face, I have this Essence Mosaic Compact Powder, which has a lot of bronzy tones to it, and this is in the shade 01 Sunkissed Beauty. So I'm just going to swirl my brush in the compact, taking up all of the colors, and then I'm just going to slightly bronze up my face. I love a nice bronzed glow. It just makes your skin look so beautiful. This is extremely natural, extremely blendable. You see how it just, instantly blends into your skin. And again, the powders are quite soft. They're not at all harsh, which I love. And it also just instantly brings a lot of dimension to your face, and it doesn't make it look as flat as just a foundation would make it look. Next up for contouring, I have this Makeup Revolution Duo Face Sculpt. This, I don't have a shade name for this, but it's like a powder on one side and a contour shade on the other side. So I'm just going to pick up the contour shade with the help of an angled brush. And I'm just going to chisel out my cheekbones. This is not extremely pigmented. I would have liked it if it was a little bit more pigmented than what it is. You have to layer it up and layer it up and layer it up. To highlight my under eye areas a little bit, I'm going to use the powder side, which is light for my skin tone. And I'm just going to powder my under eyes. Just a little bit with that. Again, this is not extremely pigmented, so you have to layer it on a couple of times. I'm also going on my lid area just to, balance it out. For brows, I have this KIKO Precision Eyebrow Pencil. This is in the shade 06 or 90. One of them, I'm not too sure. I'm just going to take it out. It's a very thin pencil. Looks like this. It's a sharpenable pencil that's a little because I like rotatory pencils more than sharpening, and it has a brush on the other side. So I'm just going to first comb out my brows to just ensure they're all in place, and then I'm going to take the pencil side, which is like a very dark brown beautiful color, and I'm just going to start lining my brows first and then filling them in short strokes. The finish of the pencil is beautiful, and it is very hard and waxy, something I like my eyebrow pencil to be, because I don't like it to clump my eyebrow hair up, and it is decently pigmented as well. It doesn't make my eyebrows look unnatural, which I like, and I just dropped and saved it. Ninja skills. Time to blush up them cheeks. So I'm using this Milani powder blush. This is in the shade Tea Rose, and I need to open it up. The label's off, so I'm just going to pick up a brush now, which I can use for my blush. The shade in itself is so pretty. I don't feel like using this up. I mean, look at the gorgeous packaging, but I've got to ruin you, baby. So I'm just going to use a normal angled brush. Ooh, it's quite pigmented. And I'm just going to go on my cheeks. It's quite pigmented. So you just need to touch your brush. You don't need to pick up a lot of the product. It doesn't smell that good though. Now for actual highlighting, I have this Farzad or Farizat Artisan Salon makeup. This is actually a Middle Eastern makeup company, and they have this beautiful palette. I still need to open it up. So yeah, wait a second. So it actually says it's a baking powder, but wait for it. It has these gorgeous shades inside, which resemble so much to the Anastasia glow kits, to be honest with you guys. They look beautiful, oh! So yeah, I am going to be using, I think, the white shade right here. Hopefully it will have a golden reflex. Let me just swatch it first. Oh, it is beautiful. It doesn't have like a golden reflex, but let's put this on my cheekbones and see how it fares. So here is the highlighter test. You know this is my favorite part. Let's do this. One swipe. If you're wondering where I got this from an Insta page called Online Makeup India. I'll have the details in the bottom bar for you guys if you want to get this, because this looks quite divine to me. Blind them with your highlight. It's my motto in life. Blind them with your highlight. My base makeup is all done and I love how my skin is looking. I am happy with almost all of the products that I've used till now. Now let's move on to the eyes. Alright, so I'm going to start off by using this NYX the Go-To La Palette Indispensable. I haven't still used it. I still haven't opened it. Let me first open it. Whew, ripping apart things is my favorite pastime. Alright, so it has some gorgeous shades. Gorgeous shades. It has a contour shade, a blush shade and a highlighter as well, but I'm going to be using some of the shades as my eyeshadow only. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up the orange shade that you see right here and I'm going to put it in my crease. The blush is not extremely pigmented, but that's okay because it is a blush. It's not supposed to be an eyeshadow, which should give you like a full color payoff in one go. I am anyways going to use it as a blowout transition and not my actual transition, so that's okay. Then I'm going to go in with this mid-tone brown and I'm going to put it again in my crease with another brush. Now this is pigmented, so make sure you pick up appropriate quantity. I am blending as I go. With the dome shape brush, I'm going to go into this, again another dark shade, almost like a plum shade. I'm going to go into my crease this time because we have a dome shape brush, more, you know, precisely. So it was like orange with the fluffiest brush, brown with a little less fluffy brush, and the plum shade with the dome shape brush. I'm just going in my crease. We are layering things up on our crease to make like a beautiful transition. I am blending with the brush that I've used for brown, like the mid-tone brown, to make sure my plum is all nice and blended out. I'm going to take up the highlighting shade, which is right here, and I'm going to highlight my brow bone area, like the highest point right there. These eyeshadows are good. I wouldn't say these are like the best eyeshadows out there, but these are definitely not bad. Now for my lid area, I'm going to go into this Maybelline Color Sensational palette. It has 5 eyeshadows and I have the shade Tourmaline Purple, however you want to say it. So anyways, I'm just going to take this out. I have to tear it apart. It doesn't get out. Even in my haul, it wasn't getting out, so I have to tear it apart. I'm sorry guys. I hate ruining my makeup and the packaging, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So this is what the packaging looks like, and I'm gonna dive into the purple shade right here and I'm gonna apply it all over my lid area. This is definitely not showing up as much as I'd want it to show up. I have to literally rub my brush into it, and the shaping of the colors is not that easy to work with because there's not a lot of space where I can pick up the purple from. These are not buttery enough, to be honest. Fallout! I don't want to ruin my base. I'm just gonna try and shake it off. I don't know, this just doesn't look vibrant enough. Like, I want it to be a little bit more vibrant, and it just doesn't look that vibrant. It doesn't make me that happy, and I want to be happy, like happy, okay? So I'm first of all just gonna highlight the inner corners of my eyes as well, and see with the same shade that I used under my brow, and see if that helps. I want the purple to be a bit more. Let me see if I have something else. So I'm going to use this KIKO eyeshadow that I have, the Wet and Dry High Pigment Shadow, and this is in the shade 54, and I'm just going to place it all over my lid area and try and work this in. It's a new eyeshadow, it's beautiful. I've heard amazing things about them. Hopefully they work for me as well. I am using them dry as of now. Let me see how they work if they're wet. I'm just going to use my La Roche-Posay thermal spring water, and I'm going to mist my brush a little with this. Okay, yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I wanted. Yes! See the difference? Yes! I'm gonna go in with that same plum shade on my lower lash line, just to balance my top and bottom line. For liner, I'm gonna use the Sigma Standout Eye Gel Liner. This is in the shade Wicked, which is like a black shade. I'm gonna use a Sigma brush to use this. This is their E06 brush. So I'm just gonna dive into this gel, which seems extremely creamy. And I'm just gonna like, ooh, pigmented. I like the gel liner. It dries really nicely, dries quick, is quite pigmented, easy to work with, creamy, good things. For mascara, I'm going to use the Sivanna Colors Professional Waterproof Mascara. I got this from Mumbai and I still haven't been able to use it up, and I'm dropping things. Whew. So yeah, I'm just going to use this mascara today finally. And the wand looks pretty simple, nothing too fancy pants. Not bad. Not bad at all. It's quite volumizing as well as lengthening. I might just put on falsies. I have new falsies from PAC. So we'll see it at the end. But as of now, I'm just like applying my mascara. And I like it. I like it. Alright, so for lips, I have a lot of lip liners from PAC. They have these new color lock lip liners. So I'm just gonna pick up a shade which I feel is sort of neutral, which has to be this one, Brown to Earth. So this is a brown shade apparently. This is what it looks like. Oh, they're quite pigmented and creamy, as you can see. Like, this is just one swipe. Okay, I broke the nib off. So let me just try and join that back in and work gently. Not working. I'll just like apply it with my fingers now. Down part of extremely creamy products. They're amazing to use, but they break off easily as well. Once my lip lining is done, I'm gonna like neutralize this color a little. So for that, I'm gonna use this MUA Velvet Lip Lacquer. So this is like a liquid lipstick. Like, no, it is a liquid lipstick. And this is what it looks like. So I'm just gonna take it out and pop it on my lips. This dried extremely fast and it dried really matte. It's not drying out my lips as of now, which is a good thing. I do wish to pick up more colors in this because it feels quite luxe as well. It feels quite deluxe and I love the color in itself. Probably because I have like a deeper lip liner underneath. Otherwise, this might have washed me out a little. I felt like I should put on falsies as I have these many new falsies from PAC. So finally, I decided to go in with, let me just tell you guys, this shade. This is PAC 50 shade. Wow, style 50. These are like crossy thingies. I hope you can see them. So I'm just gonna like take them out. This is what they look like. And I'm just gonna see if they fit my eye band. They do fit my eye band perfectly. So I'm just gonna put on some glue and stick them on. And these are quite flexible. They don't feel harsh, which is a good thing. Let's see how they look once they are on. Extremely lightweight and I feel they look really good on. And they're extremely cheap as well, which is... With that, I finished my full face of first impressions. I am extremely happy with almost all of the products. I love how my face is looking right now. I love the base makeup. I love the eye makeup. I love the lips, I love everything except a few disappointments that were there in this video. I feel quite amazing about all of the products, and yes, this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you want me to do more full face of first impressions, then don't forget to leave me a comment in the bottom bar right there, like the comment section right under this video. I would love to know what your thoughts are on full face of first impressions, and I will see you guys next time. Till then, don't forget to follow me on all of my social media, which will be listed in the bottom bar as usual for you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Till then, take care. Mwah. Bye.